the very core of our drive for togetherness, which is all about attachment and where survival lies in our togetherness. And so that's the drive, is this invitation to exist in another's presence, is to see it in the eye, see it in the twinkle in the eye, see it in the embrace. This is, there's many words for this. We could call it love. We could call it, but it's an invitation to exist in the other's presence. And so that is, we are the answer to this. When you know you are the answer, it brings out something completely different in you.
My ability to stay present has increased greatly. The daily practices have really calmed my nervous system, allowing me to be present and not worry about the past or the future. But just the increase in my family activity, not worrying about work, not really worrying about anything but the present moment. So I'm grateful for that, because I never stayed there before. So these tools that you provided me have allowed me internally to grow and to stay in the moment. So I'm grateful. Thank you.
Today we're talking about how Dr. Neufeld says a parent can be the smartest parent, have read all of the books, and yet still not know how to be the answer that our children need.
To be the child's answer, they need to be attached to us, because their attachment designates the answer. And if they're attached to their peers, then the peers are the designated answer. If their attachment is fragmented to winning, or then winning is the designated answer. So their attachment is that. So ours is to win them. Our first step is to be able to inspire their dependence, to inspire their on us, to take care of them, because that's what attachment is all about. Is about being creating the dance whereby we can take care of them and they can receive the care. So that's what attachment is all about. So the first thing we have to remember is it's not what we do. It is the child's attachment to us that allows us to take care of the child. And when we can take care of a child, we can bring them to rest, we find the right intuitions. When we can't, we trip all over ourselves. So because children are not falling into attachment, or often not in the right ways, they're not depending upon, they go into little bossy little creatures having to be in charge all the time, which really ruins the dance. They go into the alpha mode. There is a crisis of confidence in parenting today. And the more the crisis is, the more we look to external means, to reading, to seminars, to those kinds of things. And of course, as soon as we do that, we're in the dependent mode. And in the dependent mode, it aggravates the situation, because parenting has to do with finding the alpha caring. It's in the alpha mode where we present ourselves not as having the answers, but as being the person's answer. That is the womb in which there is a spontaneous realization of potential. It goes from the internal womb with the fetus, before the child is born, to the external womb, to where it continues with the unfolding of human potential.
And when you have that, it's not only the parent's confidence that naturally will be there, but it's also the child's self-esteem.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They need to see the twinkle in our eyes. They need to see the invitation to exist in our presence. That's what we're all after, for everyone. Am I invited to exist in your presence? And if they don't see that in our eyes, if they don't see that playfulness, if they don't see that invitation, automatically, as neuroscience has told us, there is this deep sense of biological shame. Even the axons and dendrites that are part of the attachment circuitry in the brain curl up. It's a problem. Like, attachment is at every root. It's between the neurons and the axons and dendrites. It's at every level. And so you see this response in this shriveling, this blunting of the connection that is there. Emotion needs safety. because it needs to be expressed before you can feel it. It's like electricity. If you think of static electricity, it has to move before you can feel it. Feelings drive everything. Potential, they are at the heart of everything. The issue, the smoking gun of trauma is a loss of feeling. That's what the stress response is. And so safety is absolutely essential. And that again is where play becomes really important, that the parent takes the responsibility to make room for whatever emotion is, but when we're in the play mode, it doesn't count for real, and then it's safe. And so if there is frustration there that is erupting and attacking energy, then the first thing a parent needs to do is look for a safe emotional playground where that could come out. Then you can come alongside of the child. We should always be, whenever we are there, just an example there. I see you are frustrated. Something isn't working for you. That frustration needs to come out. Here, let me help you find a fun way to do this. And these are the ways, whether it is the tantrum of the 2-year-old or the aggression of an adolescent, or even the suicidal inclination. I see that you're quite frustrated and upset. That frustration needs to come out. Here, help me find you a safe way to be able to do this. And so you come alongside this. And this is true for all the emotions in a child, because feeling one's emotions are the thing that allows us to recover from trauma, to recover from anything that has not gone well, from adversity and so on. And so that and parent plays a huge part in being able to create that safety.
Where I would love to go next is then this concept that you teach around missing somebody, and that being a natural outflow of attachment and caring.
Well, that is. That's the first thing. A healthy 3-year-old, as soon as they can talk, when mommy is away or say, I miss, and they feel the hole that's inside. And when they feel the hole inside, they can also feel full. But you have to feel empty before you can feel full. And that's why feelings are the answer. When a child gets to 4 and they can no longer feel, instead of saying I miss, they say I'm bored. And then we think we need to fill the hole with something other than ourselves, or whatever it is. And so being able to feel the holes are absolutely essential. It's one of the first signs that you see when a child loses the ability to feel the attachment holes inside of them. They lose the ability to feel fulfilled. You can no longer bring them to rest. And bringing them to rest is what is necessary for all their growth.
So even if neurodevelopment and attachment had some gaps in it,
yes,
there is still so much that a person can do.
There's always hope, because there's plasticity. There's always a potential that will spontaneously unfold. That's the beauty of it. No matter how high your ACE score, those of you readers that are familiar with that, no matter how the human thing is the human hope, the human condition is that when we get our feelings back, our feelings will take care of us spontaneously. Our potential will unfold spontaneously. It is never too late. It's always there.